friends, and welcome back to this week's cleaning video. Today I'm doing a apartment reset and I'm going to be focusing on many different rooms of our apartment today. I'm going to be doing the living room and the kitchen, as well as picking up a little bit in our bedroom. We're going to go ahead and jump on into this video. I am starting off in my living room today, just cleaning up our coffee table. This place tends to get crowded and we just have various things on our table. I've talked about this before, but me and my husband are pretty bad about eating dinner or breakfast, just kind of watching the news or watching a movie. So I know you guys enjoy when I do my night cleaning. If I don't get around to it the night before, I like to pick this up in the morning. Also, I wanted to say, guys, when I was filming this, it was very rainy outside. It was kind of gloomy. You can kind of tell from the lighting in the apartment. I love the lighting in our apartment when it's gloomy outside because I can turn on my lamps on my side table and it just makes it so cozy. So I hope you guys find a lot of inspiration and cozy motivation for today's video. But I'm just going to continue to clean off this coffee table and then we'll get into the next thing. Alright guys, I am going to light this candle, and this candle is actually called Calm. This was gifted to me and I go through my candles pretty slowly. I don't light them every single day, but I love this candle. It smells so good and just, again, cozy. I also wanted to say, you guys, if you see anything in the video, I will always try to have it linked down below for you guys. If you guys liked that little table or the little spinner that I had on my coffee table, I use that as a way to kind of store, or not store, but I use that as a way to put my flowers on our coffee table. But that spinner table is actually on Amazon and I will have it linked in the description box below. If you see anything like that, you guys, it's typically always in my storefront, which is always in my description box. So now we're moving on to my side tables. I am going to clear these off. This one tends to get more crowded than the other one because it is bumped up against the wall, and in my mind I feel like no one ever really sees this one, but I tend to keep my Bible on this, and that way in the mornings or whenever I'm sitting on the couch, it's just right there and it's easy for me to access. Okay, now I have my standing desk, which I use to pull over the couch to sit down if I don't want to work in my office. And this sometimes it gets cluttered, but I had like a smudge on it from where I had my pencil that I was writing. So I think it was partially from when I erased, it got on the table. So I just wanted to clean that off for the next time that I used it. And then I was going to show you guys, this was the rain that we were having and it was pretty much all day. So like I was saying, it was kind of gloomy and it just made me honestly not want to do anything for the rest of the day. But now we're moving on into my couch, and every once in a while, you guys, I like to take my couch cushions off. I'll usually take a vacuum cleaner, like a handheld one, and then I'll go and get up all the crumbs that are underneath my couch cushions. If you're sitting at home and you're watching this video, I encourage you to do this because sometimes you never know what smell might be like building up. And again, like I said, I feel like you'll feel a lot better after you do this, but I like to do this every few weeks. Anyway, I'm going to take my handheld vacuum and I'm going to clean this up really quick. Once I get all the crumbs vacuumed up, I'm going to go in with a fabric spray. You can use whatever fabric spray you have. You might like Febreze or you might have another favorite, but I like to spray this before I put my couch cushions on, and then sometimes I'll spray it on the actual fabric itself, like on my cushions. I also like to spray this on my curtains, but you can also spray it on your curtains as well. It was actually kind of funny. My husband goes to open the blinds to like either, just open the blinds for the day, but he always comments, he's he's like, wow, I didn't know our curtains smelled that good, but it's honestly because I use fabric spray on them, and I will like wash our curtains every once in a while. That's just like a fun tip for you guys if you want to spray your curtains off. The next thing I'm doing is I'm using one of my favorite tools, which is my lint roller. This is a specific one for pets, so if you have like a bigger dog that sheds, you can use this, and it's so great with cleaning furniture. I will have it linked in my description. Right now I'm just going to clean this side table and take everything off, wipe it down, do all that. And then once I get that done, I'm going to clean up our dog's toys. His toys get in various parts of our apartment, so I'm going to straighten that up and put all of his toys in his toy box. You guys will see his toy box is always overflowing, and yes, he has so many toys. I need to go through and declutter them. His toys picked up. I forgot to clear off. It wasn't really bad. I just needed to fold some blankets and straighten them and put them on the little autumn we have here. I'm going to do this really quick, and then I'm going to show you the before and after. I'm trying to get better about showing the before and after because I think it's so satisfying. So this was the before to our apartment, and then, or I guess our apartment living room, and then this was the after. So much better, so much more cozy, and the lighting is great. After I get this cleaned up, you guys, we're going to head into the little area, or I guess it's kind of like an entryway, but it's beside our front door, which is where we keep our shoes. This is kind of like a seasonal thing. If it's raining, I'll have some rain boots here. If we're going to the gym, if we've been going to the gym a lot, I'll have my tennis shoes, workout shoes. So I like to put the shoes up that we're not using, we haven't used in a while, and just kind of straighten that up to make it look a little bit less cluttered. Now we're moving on into my kitchen table. This is a place where random things build up. Let me know if you guys can relate to this, but I'm going to clear this off so it's nice and simple and there's not a lot of clutter, and then we'll head into our kitchen. Right, I had a lot of dishes, not a ton, but I did have a lot of dishes that I needed to put away. So these are all clean dishes. I'm going to put them away really quick, and then we're going to get into washing our dishes and letting them dry. Once I get all my dishes put away, I always like to go back in and wash out my sink. So I use the Dawn dish soap, the power wash spray, works like a charm. So I'm going to do this on both sides of my sink. And you guys know the drill from here if you've been watching for a minute. After I get that done, I'm just going to go through and pick up all of the little odds and end pieces that are on my counter. I'm gonna put my stove cover on. The most question, or I guess the number one question I used to always get was, where is my stove cover from? And it is from Amazon, and I again will always have it linked down below. It's great if you want to cover up your stove burners. So now we're moving on into my bedroom. I'm not going to be washing my sheets today. I'm just going to be making my bed to make it look better, to make it more inviting when I do go to sleep for the night, because I don't know about you guys, but whenever I come into a bedroom that my bed isn't made, it's just not very inviting and my covers are all over the place. So friends, I just want to say this is going to wrap up today's video. I appreciate every single one of you so much. Thank you for showing love and support. If you want to help my channel grow, make sure you like this video and subscribe. If you like what you see and you want to stay notified, you can hit the notification bell and it'll just give you notification like, hi, I posted. I want to say thank you so much again for watching today's video. I will hope to see you in my next video, and I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day whenever you're watching this. I love you guys, and I will see you soon.